welcome to historic Nippert Stadium in Cincinnati. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. It's the LSU Tigers and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with Cincinnati's head coach. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone. Will be a touchback. Knocked down, could not turn the corner, and already this offense behind the chains. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Levin. Caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Quick completion on the out route. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hits inside, it's Berry. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Drops back, it's French. Look out! Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Johnson.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Sets his feet. It's Levin. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps it, and he has to have it. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Got the first down. There's a crease. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, LSU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's French. Shoots it to the left. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a deep man. Upstairs to make the catch. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Motion from the wideout. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Johnson. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Bearcats are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Well, this offense giveth, and then it turned around and giveth it back.
And I think a bunch of people are going to go, why don't they just turn around and hand the ball off? I'm not going to hand the ball off every single play. I understand nice big play, the play before, but listen, you got to mix it up. You got to keep them guessing, but you obviously want to have a little more success than a sack.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bearcats! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Johnson. At the 35, he's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Eagle, eagle, check, eagle. Spear, hey, spear. Enter, hey, enter.
Moves the pocket. It's French. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Makes the catch. It's Gibson. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. A designed run for the quarterback. He's got enough. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Looking for a man. It's French. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down for the offense.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Berry. Maybe a crease. Then got enough space. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he is gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's French. Throws to the wideout. soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, and not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. Using his feet.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy. And
ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
With the defensive score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
LSU 35, Cincinnati 14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's French. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Gibson. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Cincinnati 21.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to get the edge. It's Berry. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He lets one fly deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Brown. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Makes the catch, it's Green. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Back to pass, it's Levin. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Tigers will try to move the chains on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Finds him out of the backfield. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes. He is in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to...
Time to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's French. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Cincinnati, 21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's French. Out wide right, it's Gibson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they're lighting up the scoreboard, guys, because this QB already has over 200 yards passing, and they're not going to stop at this point. They're having success.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Back open in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. LSU quick to the line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They're all over him. Out wide left, it's Berry. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Dropping back, it's French. Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Cincinnati, 21.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hit.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Levitt. Rushes on. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Here comes the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Why not double the try total and go for two? He wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Looking downfield, it's French. Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on fourth down. At midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Rush right in his face. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After losing track of the play clock, better keep an eye on it this time. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's French. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They keep...
Makes the grab at the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll try to do it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the right. Got his man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. LSU right back to the line. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this